Hello, 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 hello. Hi, my beautiful, beautiful spirits and beings. Sorry, my hair looks kind of not finished because it isn't. But hi, I have been having a productive day. I know. So, I did some healthcare stuff today, and I kind of just want to talk about how the healthcare system in America is just ass trash. Because I have so many barriers and issues that continue to just pop up, and it's really irritating. I'm just why? Why does it have to be so hard to get what I need? This is stuff like getting a dentist, getting an eye doctor, getting a gastrointestinal doctor, getting a primary care doctor, and a gynecologist, an OB gynecologist, OBGYN, a gynecologist, yeah. I know it's obstetrician, blah, 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 whatever. Moving on. Doctors. It's hard to get doctors, and the less money you have, the harder it gets. So, as you already know, I'm at rock bottom. I'm homeless. I'm living in a shelter. I kind of ran away from my parents and was yeah, I'm just gonna do it alone. And I recently turned 20. So now that I'm 20, I have a new insurance, which is Medicaid or whatever. And what else? I've been trying to kind of switch over my doctors that I had originally kind of worked with. I worked really hard to set up my mental health action plan from the moment I got released from the hospital to now, and I kind of have to start over because I changed insurance because I lost my parents' insurance, and I now have to use Medicaid. And when you see the difference between nice 401k type insurance from a corporate job that's covered to Medicaid, it's a big difference because, well, not a big difference because healthcare is healthcare, but it's a difference. There is a difference. And one of those is customer service is way worse than those for those people on a different plan. And then also trying to find people who take your insurance is impossible. It's not impossible, but it feels impossible because you have to jump through so many hoops just to get your foot in the door. I'm sorry. I'm kind of feeling the bubbles in my tummy, and yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just really anxiety, everything, because I dealt with a lot today. I dealt with a lot. And part of the mental health journey for some people, not all people take medication, but for me, I do take some medication. And when you're taking medication, you have to find your right cocktail. And so what a cocktail is the medication that works best for you. It might not be the one that works widely with most people. It might not be the one that is most recommended or the one that's well known. It might be one that's just they went through a trial and it's under the medication that you might need. So you try it out and you decide that that's your medication, and then you mix that with your other medication and you feel it works. Now, a cocktail is when you have multiple medications. So I'm a person who takes multiple medications. So when you mix these different medications, it affects how the medication works, and it also affects how it helps you address the different symptoms that you have due to whatever mental health issue you have, or maybe you have other medical issues But basically, when you find the right cocktail, it's basically the best possible outcome, which is where it's the least damage to you, but it's the best as far as handling your symptoms. And medication, medication really is just a candy for managing symptoms. It's not a candy, but it is. Okay, so it's like a pill that you use to manage symptoms. It doesn't cure you of your mental health issue. It doesn't, make the pain go away. The pain is still there. You might not feel it, but it's still there. And so what medication does is it kind of is like a handicap. Not a handicap. I would say it's like a cane. So it's like you have a cane to kind of help you learn how to walk again. You don't have to use the cane forever. Some do, and they might just need it to get them through life, but some don't. So some people use the cane for a while and then they don't need it anymore. I don't know if you've ever seen, I don't know if I should say this, but I don't know if you've ever seen some people who get in a bad accident. They might use a cane for a while, and then when they're done with their physical therapy, they don't need the cane, and then their walk might be a little wobbly at first, but then as they continue to, do physical therapy and continue to practice exercising and walking and whatever their doctor recommends, they show that they are capable of taking care of themselves and they don't need any more assistance. They don't need, medication or anything like that, because they can walk again. Now, that's not the case for everybody. Like I said, some people do need it just because of their circumstances or the type of mental health issue that they're dealing with, things like that. But for me, it's not that severe, in my opinion. I mean, for some people, they might have the same issue and they might think this is severe. And so for me, even though, others might disagree, I feel like for me, I can handle it, and I feel like it's not a forever label. It's not something that I'm going to deal with for the rest of my life. I plan to conquer my depression. I plan to conquer my ADHD. I plan to conquer my anxiety. And I plan to overcome that hurdle or those boundaries that are put in place by society to make it harder for me to be successful and succeed in life. And so back to healthcare, I'm trying to get, my paper trail. And I feel like everybody should get a paper trail, especially if you're a minority group or someone who struggles, finding, the right help that they need in the healthcare system. Getting a paper trail makes it so much easier, and it's a whole lot less explaining about what you need, what your diagnoses are, the meds that you've taken in the past, your allergies, things like that. Having those papers that say that, so you don't have to keep repeating it. Sometimes you still do have to repeat it just because, but it makes it easier for you and for your doctor, because that's a whole 30 minutes that would have took to get that information all over again. And you just gave him a copy of your paperwork, and he was like, we good. Can we get on to the part where you help me? Because that takes up so much time, is re-explaining what happened and why you need help. Why do I have to keep on explaining to people who I need help from why I need help? I explain to my therapist, I explain to my psychiatrist, I explain to my doctor, I explain to my OB, I explain to, all these people, because under the umbrella of providers, you still have other, certain specific professions of doctors or therapists or people who are certified to help you in different areas of your health. So all of these people do need that information, and it's supposed to be where they all can look at your information, but it's not. And so that's why I say have a paper trail, because you never know when somebody can't get your information and you just want to have it on hand. So you can be like, you need my information? Okay. Do I need to sign a release form? Okay. Here you go, boo. Don't release my information to anybody else, but I trust that, as my provider, you will provide, okay? And so and that kind of makes it better for you, because you're handling your business. And even though it shouldn't be our responsibility, it is. And so we should be responsible and actually ask for records. So always ask for your records, always ask for a paper trail, because you never know. You never know. Also, everybody get their passport as soon as possible. Like, I feel like I don't understand why people don't have their passport. Like, and you don't have to wait till you're 30 to travel the world. You could be like 16, you could be 13, you could be 18, you could be just getting out of high school. You could be like, look, I'm gonna go to Europe. I'm gonna go to Japan. I'm gonna go to Singapore. I'm gonna go to Kenya. I'm gonna go to Ghana. I'm gonna go to South Africa. I'm gonna go somewhere. You know, like go to Liberia, go to Morocco, go somewhere. Like, be adventurous. Like, go see the world, because it's dying and it's not gonna look so pretty in a couple of years. So go see the world before it's not as pretty, you know? Because that's what I want to do. I want to explore the world, and I want to do, you know, crazy cool things. I want to go jump into a big off a big cliff into the ocean. I want to go swing on that like cliff swing in like the jungle. I want to, you know, go hiking and see like a beautiful waterfall. I don't know, I just want to, you know, experience the world and actually enjoy life and enjoy the world that was given to us by the universe, and be like, yes, 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 thank you, universe, for this beautiful world, and I'm glad I got to see it. Do it. It actually is great. It's great when people go see the world, because it opens your mind and it makes you smarter. So please do, okay? And go talk to some people from other countries, because you might learn something. For all those single-minded people. Anyway, sorry for my TED Talk. Back to what we were talking about, healthcare. So healthcare, as well as, you know, having a paper trail, you should really get somebody who's kind of like a parent or a counsel to you, like an auntie or a cousin or somebody who you trust, like you really, really trust, to help you keep track, because as you get older, the more paperwork you have, and you want to make sure that it's in a place where it's protected and you can always go and get it. And you also want to make sure that you have like kind of like a witness. So like when you have an aunt or an uncle or a cousin or your mom or your dad or whoever, they're your witness. They're the one that be like, yeah, that did happen. In case you gotta sue somebody, you know, you could get that money. Oh, you know. Okay, so that's another bonus with the paper trail, because if you have like, I got receipts. Fuck you saying? I got the receipts. You didn't think I had the receipts? Yeah, bitch, I got the receipts. And get life insurance. Yeah. Pay that $50 a month, because if somebody gives you a wrongful death, aka a police officer, if a police officer tries, like, you know, gives you a wrongful death, or, you know, you got in a plane crash or something like that, like crazy shit that usually doesn't happen, but if it does, it does. When you have life insurance, man, them life insurance people don't play about giving their money out, so they want to know exactly what happened. So if the police force is trying to play games and they don't want to give out the evidence, they don't want to explain what happened, life insurance gonna get that information. They want to log that data into their system, like, yeah, no, we don't want to pay for something that you should be paying for. So they'll figure out if they need to pay or if they need to pay, you know? And so that's why you should get life insurance, because it also helps your family, so they don't have to do all this work trying to bring justice to you. They get to actually mourn, and then you get money. You know, you actually have like an agency that's like advocating for you, so your parents or your siblings or whoever doesn't have to do it, because we're not lawyers. Insurance companies got lawyers and lawyers and lawyers. They're an insurance company, obviously they gonna insure themselves. So get insurance, get some life insurance, okay? Even if it's basic, bitch, get it. Yeah, so I have life insurance too. Don't try and kill me though. I notice people be doing that too. Don't do that, and don't tell. Don't tell people. Don't tell people you have life insurance, because they'll try to kill you. So when you get it, just okay. Sorry, we live in a dark world. Don't try and kill me, anybody, ever. because a planned murder is worse than an unplanned murder, and they will find you. Okay, back to healthcare. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. I mean, this is my goofy self. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. This is going over 15 minutes though, so I gotta be quick about how I'm gonna end this. Educate yourself on the healthcare system. Advocate for mental health care. Advocate for changes in the healthcare system. Healthcare is a human right. It should not be costing all this money. It should not be about money. It should be about helping humans. If you're donating blood, you know that you're helping people live, but you're also helping the corporations make money off of your blood, which I feel like is so dumb. It's like a double-ended sword. It's like I really do like giving my blood because it helps people, but then it's like it also helps the corporations who cause people to have to pay $10K to get my blood, you know, like, and I gave it for free. And so yeah, something to think about also with the healthcare system, and the idea that people shouldn't use holistic methods for healthcare needs like high blood pressure, diabetes, cancer issues, things like that. People lose hope really easily because medicine is always developing, and they kind of just try and shove you pills, and they don't give you the opportunity to look into nutritional options, which is like, people should really ask a nutritionalist, like somebody who is certified to give you food to help you get better. Like, food is medicine, bro. Where you think these pills come from? They come from medicine that was made of herbs and things that come from plants, but they mix it with chemicals and all that other stuff. So I would rather you go eat the food that they trying to process and give to you in a pill, because, you know, I'm a spiritualist. I want people to be in tune with the earth, in tune with their bodies, in tune with the value that the universe has given to us, because there's no reason that people die of cancer. There's no reason that people die of diabetes or obesity or high blood pressure or pneumonia or things like that, because there are so many solutions. And it's like, so you have all the answers to these things, but because they're not a pharmaceutical, we're not going to tell them about it. Like, and so another thing that I've seen is that a lot of women are advocating for nutritional medicine, like, not nutrition, what is it called? Like herbal, like, I don't know, something. I would just say nutritional medicine, because nutritional medicine is a thing. And you have like vitamins that you have to get from the sun and things like that. If you're vitamin D deficient, that causes depression. It causes your body to malfunction. It causes your brain to malfunction. It causes your heart to have issues. It causes you to have skin issues, and it makes it harder to absorb nutrients from your food and things like that. So if your doctor tells you you're vitamin D deficient, go eat some oranges. Go take your D vitamins that are in the grocery store. Go buy some D3. Go buy some vitamin D supplements, you know. And also try to get out in the sun in the morning. So from like 5 a.m. Well, I don't know if the sun comes out at 5 a.m. anywhere. But if it does, from like 5 a.m. to 11 a.m. is the best time to go get sunlight. After 12 p.m. it's very high in radiation and UV rays. So if you have lighter skin, I wouldn't recommend going out in the afternoon. I would recommend going out in the morning, just because the sun rays are a lot less intense and it's easier to absorb. Yeah, and women are the most common people to advocate for nutritional health and using herbs and traditional medicine over pharmaceutical medicine. And there's like only a few women who are doctors, whereas like there's plenty of white men and men who are doctors, and I feel like that's why it's not being pushed as much, because women are more in tune with that, and women are more likely to choose to like use common medicines like cough syrup and like honey and like cayenne pepper and turmeric and, you know, black pepper, or using like ginseng, or using kimchi, or using, you know, like women are the ones who make these recipes that are passed down in their families that people use to this day to get rid of the common cold, to, you know, help them with the stomach flu or things like that. And that's why it's women who are pushing it more. But it's like, sorry, ugh, anyway, but like it's really sad to see, like, because it's such a male dominated industry, and women are really like the majority of the people who understand the value of nutritional medicine and traditional medicine. It's not getting pushed hard enough. It's not like really out there, and a lot of people don't know or aren't aware. So I encourage you to do some research, watch a TED Talk, you know, go on the World Health Organization and actually look at resources that are out there for you, because they do have to release the data and information about different ways that you can use medicines to help you, but they're not going to give it to you. You have to go and help yourself. You have to look for yourself, and you got to just keep pushing for what you want, or you're never going to get it. Yep. So that was kind of like my motivation for the day. You got to keep pushing the needle forward, or it's not going to move. If you want perfection, you have to give perfect. Well, what am I talking about? There's no such thing as perfect. If you want the best, you have to go get it. The best is not going to come to you. If you want people to give you 100%, you got to put 100%. And you just got to keep moving and keep trying, and you can do it. If I'm doing it, you could do it. And it's really, really hard, and it's really frustrating, and I kind of hate everybody because they're just like, oh, you're so mature for your age, you're doing such a great job. And I'm like, yeah, but ain't shit done. It's like, yeah, I'm pushing, but nothing's moving. Well, it is, but it's like moving fucking slow. And I just encourage you to try. This is really long. Goodbye. Goodbye, all my beautiful spirits. Have a great day. You know, 520-7413. Okay? Money magic coming your way. Money, money, money. Bye.